don't have confidence in that, so maybe I'll just do it in this and maybe in Nepali. Okay, so this is about geoinformation science and technology and mainly its application. So in my presentation, I will be talking about first about my introduction, self-introduction. So then about some background about geoinformation science itself, and most importantly, the showcases. So the showcases I have prepared here just to give you some flavor of GIS, what we can do with this technology, and then end up with some final statement. Okay, this is about me. Actually, I have been in this industry for about 18 years, and my experiences mainly comes from the environmental and natural resources applications, and so. And also, like my experiences comes from the Hindu Kush Himalayan region. So that is actually the mountainous part of 8 countries, including from Afghanistan. So maybe I can show you the map in the next slide. And then since 2007, I've been working as a geospatial consultant within UK in different organizations. So actually, this is about the global environmental challenge. Actually, this is not the idea to discuss about this kind of challenges or issue in this presentation, but just want to link with my field actually. So, like the global environmental challenges are like this is a geographical problem. So, to understand the global environmental challenge, we need to understand our problems, how to manage our information, how to manage the information about the whole the planet, and and how to analyze and how to visualize the information. So whether we talk about land planning or urban planning or agricultural land planning, all these different kind of challenges involve some kind of geographic information. So okay, so so this is where this technology, this science and technology comes, which allows you to integrate the information from different aspects, like social aspect, economic aspect, and the environment itself. So this allows to integrate all this information in a single platform. So this is what the technology does, and this is why we need this technology. So when I say geospatial technology, actually this is about geographic information system plus the remote sensing technology. So remote sensing technology that involves a lot of the use of lot of satellite imaging, and the main importance of this technology is actually this is very useful for better decision making, for better planning, and also it allows to manage the information in a better way. Like when we talk about geographic information, so it involves the large volume of data sets. So this allows to manage the information about the whole Earth surface in a better way. And most importantly, the most beauty is it allows you to do the spatial analysis, that the capability it has, and also the visualization. People also say geospatial as this is a visual language. See, so it allows to present the information in a visual form, so that this can be used for proper planning and decision-making process. So actually, I'll be talking from all these different applications, from different projects that I have carried out in my career. So this involves water resources management or biodiversity, all these applications. So I will be presenting my showcases. So the first showcase that comes from our own region, the Hindu Kush Himalayan region, it involves 8 countries, Afghanistan to Myanmar, the mountainous region, where I was working at International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, based in Kathmandu, Nepal. So I have worked in this company institution for more than 13 years. So the first showcase is there was one project about the wetland ecosystem assessment, so funded by Europe Aid and all different partner institutions. The idea was actually, to develop the methodology for mapping of vegetation at different levels here, like the basin level, sub-basin, watershed, and detail and wildlife preserve. So in this case, so we have used different kind of satellite imagery here, so to come up with certain vegetation classes. And also the other project was the flood risk management, flood risk modeling, and like this is one of the projects that we have done. This is called Chikupala watershed in Nepal, and this has been used to identify the flood prone zone area. Like this can be used for for the assessment if there are certain settlements here, which settlements are under the flood zone area, or the land use types. So we have the different kind of land use type here, irrigated and dry agricultural land and so on. And this has been very useful for the land use planning. And also we have used like a temporal land use mapping, land cover mapping throughout the region, including Mount Everest region, and different countries. And this is one project for monitoring the vegetation within the 10 days of interval of time. We have one satellite imagery which is called spot vegetation, and this is available within 10 days of time frame. So we have used 7 years of satellite data in a month to understand how the vegetation is changing over the 10 days of interval. So, and you can clearly see how the vegetation is changing throughout the region, and this has been taken at the national level study after that. Like this is for Nepal. So you can see for each month how the vegetation is changing. Like you can see the June is the driest, and wherever you see the more green, that's the highest growth period. And the annual pattern, the whole annual pattern for the whole year, for each month. Like you can see the October, October is the highest growth area because this is the right after the monsoon season, So that's why, and like June and April, these are the driest period. And we have also done use this technology for land use planning. This was project in collaboration with agriculture, Himachal Pradesh Agricultural University in India. And we know that every crop has some scientific criteria for growing. I mean, it has some certain requirements. So, like, if you know the requirements, like for the wheat, in terms of elevation, in terms of climatic data, like rainfall, temperature, in terms of the soil and the land. If you have this information, then we have converted, I mean, we have derived this information in a special form, using this technology, like digital elevation model. We have the rainfall, climate data, maximum and minimum agroecological zones. So once we derive this basic information, then we came up with where are the suitable areas for certain crops. Like for the barley, these are the information and the suitable area at different season. For each different types of crops. So we have come up with this kind of suitability map, and this has been being used in that area. And this is about the climate change. Like we have also done a lot of study on monitoring the glacier lakes throughout the region. So this is one example from Nepal. Maybe like the Inja Lake near the Everest region. So we have used the high resolution satellite data. This is an ICONUS 4-meter resolution satellite data, and use the gram break model to simulate if this lake bursts out, what will be the impact downstream. Like there are a lot of settlements in the downstream there. So if you visualize the same like in a 3D perspective, so that's the Inja Lake. So if this breaks down, so which settlements will be, what will be the impact to the settlements? So there are a lot of settlements in that area. So this kind